The logo might be everywhere, but the atmosphere is far from celebratory. Tokyo is under a state of emergency with new COVID cases per day at their highest for 6 months. Global health experts are warning that the consequences could be dire.
Exponential growth of transmission in Tokyo area, dominated by Delta variant, and clusters of infection within the village. The acid visitor would bring back the new variant to their home countries.
The many rules, the threat of having to suddenly isolate and talk of a last-minute cancellation is inevitably taking a psychological toll on Team GB.
Firstly, we take a PCR test every single day and it has to be submitted before 10 a.m, so no long lines. Then we take our temperature and enter it into the daily questionnaire on the app to go to the Japanese government so that they can keep track of what we're doing and where we are. There is hand sanitizer absolutely everywhere and you have to wear masks at all times unless you're eating or training. And when you're eating, you have to eat behind these plastic screens. You're also not allowed to serve yourself food.
The whole range and raft of medical and professional support is there. So whether it's to support mental and health well-being, whether it's to support physical injury.
The chef de mission also ruled out any chance of cancellation.
There's absolutely no talk or even discussion about any kind of cancellation.
There is fear among the volunteers too, with many pulling out altogether.
I definitely did think about dropping out, especially when it seemed like the pandemic was just going on and on. There was a sense of fearing for the safety of the people around me.
Recent polls revealed 78% of Japanese people don't want the Olympics to happen.
I'm against holding the Olympics because people's safety is not ensured.
I think it's unfair the Olympics are being held when we are all living under restrictions.
Despite all this, Mark England told me Team GB are ready to perform.
We're a high-performing team, we're a very highly medal competitive team, and we're looking forward to seeing how that translates into the medal table in a couple of weeks' time.
The Tokyo 2020 Games stand alone in history already. Let's hope this generation of superstar athletes can make it memorable for all the right reasons. Chloe Potter, 5 News.